This video is presented by Leon. Ever pondered about the life of a driver in India, the land of diverse cultures and chaotic roads? In this vibrant country, the transport system forms the lifeline, connecting its billion-plus inhabitants. It's a fascinating ballet of chaos and order where the heart and soul of all are the drivers. These unsung heroes navigate through the labyrinth of narrow lanes, bustling markets, and the cacophony of horns, with an unflinching resolve. According to the latest statistics, India is home to over 50 million registered drivers, each with a unique to tell. Whether it's the auto rickshaw driver weaving his three-wheeler through traffic, the truck driver hauling goods across state lines, or the cab driver making sure you reach your destination on time, their contributions are vital to the daily rhythm of Indian life. So let's dive in to understand the life, rules, income, and the challenges faced by drivers in India. Let's steer into their world and explore the journey from their perspective. Driving in India is not just about steering the wheel, it's about navigating through a labyrinth of rules and regulations. This network of laws is designed to ensure safety and order on the roads, which, given the country's vast population, can be a challenging feat. Firstly, let's talk about traffic laws. In India, driving is on the left-hand side of the road and the steering wheel is on the right side of the vehicle. This is a fundamental rule that every driver must adhere to. Traffic signals are paramount and their violation can lead to hefty fines. Seatbelts are mandatory for the driver and the front seat passenger, while helmets are a must for two-wheeler riders. Now onto licensing. In India, you cannot legally drive without a valid driving license. The minimum age to obtain a driving license for a motorbike with engine capacity up to 50 cubic centimeters is 16 years. For other vehicles, the age limit is 18 years. Foreigners can use their international driving licenses for a period of 1 year, after which they must obtain an Indian license. Vehicle regulations too are quite stringent. Every vehicle must be registered with the Regional Transport Office, or RTO. The vehicle should have a valid pollution under control, or PUC certificate, indicating that it meets emission standards. Third-party insurance is mandatory for all vehicles plying on Indian roads. One cannot ignore the importance of speed limits either. While these may vary depending on the type of road in the vehicle, exceeding the speed limit is a violation that can attract penalties. And let's not forget about parking regulations. Unauthorized parking can lead to your vehicle being towed away, and you'll have to pay a fine to retrieve it. In essence, driving in India is a complex task, governed by a multitude of rules and regulations. It requires a keen understanding and adherence to these laws to ensure smooth and safe travel. Complying with these rules is the first step in a driver's journey in India. Driving is not just a job, it's a livelihood for millions in India. Let's dive into the income spectrum of these drivers who make our daily commute possible. India is a land of diversity, and this diversity also reflects in the income of drivers across the country. The average income of a driver in India is influenced by a multitude of factors. The type of vehicle they drive, the hours they work, the city they operate in, and even the time of year all play a role in determining their earnings. Take the example of a driver of a yellow-black taxi in a bustling city like Mumbai. He may earn significantly more than a driver operating a similar taxi in a smaller city or town. This is due to the higher cost of living and higher demand for taxi services in metropolitan cities. The same goes for drivers working for app-based services like Ola and Uber. The surge pricing during peak hours or during special events can sometimes double their earnings. However, not all drivers have the luxury of such benefits. In rural areas where public transportation is scarce, drivers often own their vehicles and earn directly from the passengers. Their income is often irregular and depends heavily on the number of passengers and the distance they travel. It's a stark contrast to their urban counterparts, highlighting the disparity in earnings between urban and rural areas. The seasonality of income is another factor. Drivers who operate in tourist hotspots often see a surge in their income during the peak tourist season. But in the off-season, their income can dwindle significantly. Then there are the bus and truck drivers who often work long hours and cover vast distances. Their income is relatively stable but comes with its own set of challenges, like maintaining their vehicle and managing their health on long journeys. While driving may not be the most lucrative profession, it certainly is a lifeline for many. The income spectrum of drivers in India is as diverse as the country itself, providing a livelihood for millions and keeping the wheels of the economy turning. Beneath the surface, the life of a driver in India is filled with numerous challenges. There's an untold story that unfolds every day on the bustling roads of this vibrant country, a narrative that's often overlooked amidst the honks and hustle. Let's start with the long working hours. Many drivers in India work up to 14 hours a day, navigating through the dense traffic that is characteristic of the country's bustling urban centers. This grueling schedule takes a toll on their health, leading to a host of problems. Imagine being behind the wheel for hours on end. The physical strain it puts on the body is immense. Backaches, eye strain, and chronic fatigue are common complaints. But the health issues do not stop at physical ailments. The constant stress and pressure can lead to mental health problems, such as anxiety and depression. Now add to this the lack of job security. Many drivers in India are self-employed or work on a contractual basis. This means they do not have the luxury of benefits like health insurance, paid leave, or a retirement plan. They live on the edge, knowing that a day off work means a day without income. And then there's the challenge of dealing with unruly passengers and chaotic traffic. Patience is a virtue that every driver must possess in abundance. They often have to deal with aggressive drivers, unpredictable pedestrians, and erratic cyclists. Navigating this maze requires not just skill but also a calm and composed demeanor. To top it all, there's the issue of passenger behavior. From passengers who refuse to pay the fare to those who are disrespectful, drivers have to deal with a wide range of personalities. This can make an already challenging job even more stressful. These challenges often go unnoticed, but they form a significant part of a driver's life in India. These brave men and women face these hurdles every day, steering their way through the roller coaster that is their life on the road. Their resilience and determination are a testament to their spirit, a spirit that keeps India moving forward, one ride at a time. The advent of technology has transformed the driving landscape in India. Just a few decades ago, the concept of hailing a cab with a few taps on a smartphone would have been unthinkable. Today, ride-sharing apps like Ola and Uber have become an integral part of urban transportation, providing an alternative source of income for many drivers. These ride-hailing platforms have democratized the cab industry, allowing anyone with a vehicle and a driver's license to earn a living. They've opened up new avenues of employment, particularly for those who might have found it challenging to secure stable jobs. But the impact of technology goes beyond just ride-sharing apps. The introduction of GPS navigation systems, for instance, has been a game-changer. Gone are the days of relying on memory or asking passers-by for directions. Now, drivers can navigate the labyrinthine streets of Indian cities with relative ease, reducing stress, saving time, and increasing efficiency. Digital payment methods have also come into play, adding a layer of convenience for both drivers and passengers. Cashless transactions eliminate the need for carrying exact change and provide a seamless, hassle-free travel experience. However, while technology has brought about many positive changes, it has also introduced new challenges. The rise of ride-sharing apps has led to increased competition, and many traditional taxi drivers find their livelihoods threatened. There's also the issue of job security. With algorithms determining fares and routes, drivers often feel at the mercy of these digital platforms. Moreover, the reliance on technology raises questions about data privacy and security. With every trip tracked and every transaction recorded, there's a growing concern about how this information is being used and who has access to it. Technology has indeed reshaped the driving profession in India, bringing both opportunities and uncertainties. As we move into an increasingly digital future, it's crucial to navigate these changes with a balanced approach, ensuring that the benefits of technology are harnessed while addressing the challenges it presents. In a nutshell, being a driver in India is a journey filled with rules, income disparities, challenges, and technological disruptions. We've taken a deep dive into the world of these drivers, laying bare the intricate web of regulations they navigate daily. From stringent traffic laws to the need for constant vigilance, the road is a classroom where learning never ends. Income-wise, it's a mixed bag. Some drivers make a comfortable living while others scrape by, their earnings barely enough to meet the demands of life. Yet, they persevere, steering their way through, one day at a time. And let's not forget the challenges, the traffic, the long hours, the unpredictability. It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. Thankfully, technology is playing its part, easing some burdens and opening up new avenues for these unsung heroes of the road. The next time you hop into a cab or hire a driver in India, remember the journey they undertake every day, because every journey has a story and every driver a tale to tell.